What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. Sorry, I had to close that up real quick. Get that, let's do this again. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. So, what we're going to talk about today is ambition and progress, not letting the devil stop you out here. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that we up against, it's really calling for us to make moves. It's calling for you to be at your highest potential right now. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just sit back and just try to wing it. Because a lot of times through life, we've been able to see that. Like, we could just sit back and just wing certain things, and then eventually certain things will play out for you. Or it wouldn't be as worse as you would expect, right? But these are the days of unexpectations. Anything can happen. And if you ain't in progress or you ain't on the move, then it could happen to you, the worst. See what I'm saying? So it's literally hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And in that preparation, you're going to need some ambition. You're going to have that ambition to get towards the progress, and you're going to have to stay consistent with it. So coming up with these patterns, that's what I've been saying. I've been trying to encourage people to get up an hour earlier or 2 hours earlier to get a little bit more productivity in your day. Because once you get to work or whatever it is that you're doing, you're still not really up. So you're kind of like dragging or whatever. So you want to start your routine off with something that's going to gradually pull you into your day. I've literally just experienced something that I've never done. And that's exactly what I was telling the people. And I promise you, it's working for me like a charm right now. It's giving me the motivation that I felt like I was lacking, that I felt like I needed. I felt like I needed an extra boost of motivation. So I started getting out the house just a little bit earlier to be productive at something, right? So what I decided to do, right? Because I'm in business, I decided to get up earlier and go putting out signs and advertisements and stuff. Because, you know, when you do business, a lot of times the owner, you know, we don't want to get out there and have to do the advertisement. So usually we'll pay people to do stuff like that and this, that, and the third. But what happens when you don't really got that support system, or, you know, you don't have that budget financially to set out for those things. Now, even though that I do, it's like I don't have a support system. I'll be one of the ones that don't really got a decent support system, because either a lot of people that I know is busy, or they don't have the means to do what I need done. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as having a car, because if they're going to be out there putting out advertisements, you got to have a way to get around, right? So what I did is said, you know, I'm going to utilize that, and I'm going to do it myself, even though I didn't want to do it myself, because I'm like, dang, I already feel like I got so much on my plate. What am I going to do now? You know what I'm saying? I need to make more moves, but I feel like I'm tired. But I ain't that tired in the morning. So it's like, whatever you get up and you prepare your mind to do for the first thing, that's what you're going to have your motivation in for the day. So if you get up and you say you start working on cars, you know what I'm saying, by around 9, 10 o'clock in the day, that's what you're going to be tuned to do for the most part all day. Now think about it. Even if that's your job, right? Say you work on cars, but you haven't done work all day long, right? Somebody calls you at 3 or 4 o'clock and they want you to come out and do a job. You already at the point where, like, dang, why don't we just do this tomorrow? Why is it like that? Because it's like whatever you was already utilizing your energy for the day, it doesn't quite have the energy for those new things, because you didn't prepare yourself. You didn't prepare your mind. You feel me? So it's motivation when you get up and you start putting out, like, say, business cards and stuff like that. If you don't have a business, you don't have to be on the record right now. You could do the under the table thing for 2 years to make sure when you start the business, you can get up off the ground. But what you want to do is go out there, do something, start a cleaning job, start a mobile detailing company, something where you can get around and make money, or even it can come to you and you get the job done, right? It only take you a couple dollars. You feel me? Like I told you, go to flyerlab.com. You can get thousands of business cards or postcards for like $140. Mail straight to your crib. I'm giving y'all jewels right now. Come up with a creative picture, of what it is that you do, and then just get out there and start advertising. If you got a job that you got to be to at 9 o'clock, okay, get out the house at 7:30 at least, and at least spend 1 hour every single day hitting up gas stations, laundromats, barbershops, pizza shops, you name it, and start putting your cards there. You can also order signs online as well, yard signs. You get about 100 of them, 12 by 18 size, right? One color, and you can get them for like $100 for like 100 of them. You know what I'm saying? You order your steaks, you go out there, you drop them in the ground at the red lights and stuff like that, and you're becoming a more productive person. So what you're doing is you're building something in the background, something that's keeping you motivated, keeping you moving, keeping you in prosperity, right? In the midst of everything that's going on. And of course, you got to keep the Most High there with you, because only thing that you do with him is going to last. If you go out there and you're trying to do these things on your own, it may not pan out the same way as far as everything goes, even the kind of customers that you'll get from your advertisements. You got to pray over your advertisements before you put them out. You got to tell the Lord, you got to ask him that you want favor, and ask him to give you favor through the people that are going to see these cards. You see what I'm saying? So that's what works for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is that y'all trying to do out there, but if you find yourself going into a slope or some type of spiral, and you need that extra boost of ambition, it's in the morning. It's in the morning. The earlier you get up, not just getting up, but getting outside and getting moving, it's going to be better for you, because you're going to see that in the morning, you're at your greatest energy, and you're trying to produce that energy for your ambition and your goals. Dog, you're going to realize you got so much time for that. Not only that, if you eat fruits, change up your diet a little bit, drink more water, eat greens before you go to sleep, and eat fruit. If you eat an apple every single day, it'll also give you that boost of energy to literally just wake up in the morning just like that. And like, you only got 6 hours of sleep, but you'll wake up and you'll feel like you don't got like 12, and you don't feel so tired, you don't feel groggy, you don't feel anything. And that's what fruit can do for you. It gives you the proper amount of sugars and the hydrogen water that you need to boost your elements. You are an element, and that hydrogen is going to boost you. So eating more proper greens, vegetables, and fruits. I mean, yeah, we know this, but if you want to get on this grind, you physically going to need these things as well, because these are going to be assets towards your purpose and your goal, right? So these different things and these different strategies are going to become assets to helping you gain a less stressful life, a more successful pattern in the way that you move, and you'll actually have the extra energy for it. You feel me? So that's why I say, I feel good, and it's like it's not even late. It's still like 9 o'clock. You feel me now? And I'm already so active to continue to do the rest of my day. But I'm already done with that. So now I'm on my way to the shop. But I successfully stayed productive this morning and yesterday morning. And this is 2 days in a row. And I'm like, wow, I haven't felt this boost of energy for wanting to do this part, right? To going out there and promote. Because it's like, yo, we don't have that much ambition. Well, promoting should be the first thing on the agenda. Because once you start doing these other things, then you're going to get tied up. You're going to get caught up in your mind. You won't have the focus that you actually need. So I'm showing you where you really, really, really want to start, and where you want to invest your energy at first thing in the morning, the priorities. So of course, the first thing you want to do is get up, get your things together, wash your face, wash your ass, brush your teeth, say a prayer to the Most High, right? You want to take this on an everyday thing, right? Because every day you get out there, you want your productivity to be relevant, not just in the spiritual realm, but in the financial realm as well, right? Because see, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So you pray, you allow the Lord to know, look, Lord, I'm keeping my focus on you, and whatever it is that you have come out of this operation for me is what it's going to be. And I don't despise small beginnings. I'm just going to allow you to take the lead. You're going to take the wheel. And I'm just going to go out here and work and be productive. And you just going to take care of everything else. Hey, what else are we supposed to do? You feel me? That's how I live. Because if you look at everything that's going on, I mean, that's your best bet. Putting any problem that you may have in the Most High's hands. These are the situations where he's gonna see how much you relying on him. Or are you gonna try to get out there and do literally everything yourself and just not have faith because you believe that you can get it done, but you feel like you still need that instant gratification. If you got that feeling with you, then you know you ain't trying to let the Most High work. Because you want instant gratification, it's saying that you want things done on your timing. The Lord knows when things need to be done. And he's, like he said, like they say, right? This is another cliche term. It's not in the Bible. It says he may not be there when you want him, but he's always there right on time. Now, that's just something that we did pick up. So I can agree with that cliche term. That's one of the cliche terms that I can agree with, because it always really seemed to happen that way. You got to gather all these things. You got bills around the corner, things that need to be done. And you don't have the money all month or whatever because you're taking care of so much stuff. And then literally 2 days before that bill is due, within that 2 days, you somehow come up with all the funds. And you know who's doing that? It's the Most High. It's not the devil's work. It ain't your work. You've been working all month trying to get this thing done. You know where in the world you could have came up with a plan that would have got it in 2 days, right? So he's showing you that he's always by your side, that he'll never leave you nor forsake you, right? It's another thing that I wanted to speak on. It's just so unfair at the civilization that we live in today, where you got grown people that's saying that they don't have a home. They don't even have a land to build their own home, whether they wanted to build it out of sticks or whatever the case is, right? Why is it that people are not even allowed to have a house? That is a necessity. You can't put money on that. You really shouldn't. Everybody should have their own piece of land, and everybody should have their own means to having their own space, not out on the streets. You see what I'm saying? And now we live in a society where we're forced to pay rent and mortgage at astronomical expenses, right? That barely people in the nation can keep up with. So it's keeping them in some type of turmoil. It's keeping stress on our nation, right? And these things are effective to the community because that's the cause. And the effect is now everybody else got to deal with everybody else's tension at the end of the day because their life ain't playing out the way they would like it to, right? But even in this type of civilization, it doesn't matter the civilization we're in. If we're with the Most High, he's going to make sure he gives you the right, the right guidance. And he's going to show you the boundaries and the lines that you should play on. He's going to move you the right way. So you feel what I'm saying? There's no way that we should be getting discouraged in the midst of any of that. So if you're feeling discouraged right now, like I said, if you get up just a little bit earlier, just like an hour earlier, get out there, get your body moving. Your body is going to get in tune with your brain. Your brain's going to become in tune with your body. And before you know it, it's going to be like therapy. It's going to be like therapy. It's not even going to seem like work because you know that you're building something and you have all that energy now to put into building it versus working and then trying to build it in the midst of wherever you can find the time. No, that's why I said priorities. First thing you want to do is go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do productively when you get outside them doors is something that's building your empire. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully those couple of tips would help a few people out or whatever, because I honestly got to tell you, I gained this ambition to do things that I didn't want to do in this business this is my 11th year in business. For the last 10 years, I ain't want to do this because I did it in the beginning, but then after a while, you start getting comfortable, the money comes in, and then you become stagnant after a while, and you're like, dang, I got to go back out and do that. It's like, dang, I've had an ambition. Now where do I find an ambition to, you know what I'm saying? And boom. We got more time in the day. Just get out the house earlier, get up a little bit earlier. If it takes you to have to go to sleep earlier, and go to sleep earlier. There's nothing up after 10 o'clock besides poison shows on TV. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really nothing to do. So it's like when the sun goes down, and even if it's for a season that you have to do this, and you got to cut out a lot of things, even in your personal life, where it's just like almost work and sleep. It may seem like slavery, but it also could be sacrifice. It's a difference between what you put in your mind to and what you're forced to do. That's going to determine the difference, whether it's slavery or sacrifice. Right now, we need to sacrifice. So we got to start changing some things, and we need to do it now. So, till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace. My love.